North Country Outdoors Radio.
Leaving the Long Point Harbor this morning. It's the Wednesday after Memorial Day, and I was evidently a genius. I took Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off the water, and it was windy and horrible and stormy and tornado-y and everything for those 3 days. So once in a while things work out. I know it didn't work out for a lot of people, but well, we got a nice, beautiful, sunny day today. We're going to have some wind for the next couple of days. And I'm back in business tomorrow, so I thought I'd get out and shoot some video today. I'm staying close because if we've got winds going 17 out of the west-northwest tomorrow, I got to need a spot that's close by. And the glorious thing about early June and late May is that you don't have to go very far to catch them. So I'm going to get set up and see how it is after the big blows. I don't think the weather has much to do with how fish bite this time of the year. You want a little bit of wind, but you don't need a lot, and we're going to get quite a bit today and a little bit more tomorrow. But as far as this morning goes, heck, it's beautiful out here now. I'll get out of the teeth of this wind and see what it's like. Another North Country Outdoors Radio video coming right up. Stick around. All right, well, set up. Got the first bait down there this morning. Keeping the camera low. It's pretty windy out here. It'd be nothing but wind noise if I got above the windshield, so I'm hoping this is a good view. I think it's going to be. And the sun is bright this morning. So, some wind, not too much wind, but gosh, about what a guy wants. Been fishing by myself out here for the first time in a while now. It's kind of hard to wait with one line out, one jig down there, one minnow down there. Seems kind of hard in a big lake like this to actually get a bite, but I think it's going to work out fine. Whoa. My first bite of the day. I just found out something. I spent yesterday in the rain. I was actually out in the rain with a scrub brush, scrubbing this vinyl floor to get it all nice and wet again, so that all worked out good. But I took the net out because I didn't want it to get all wet, so I didn't put it back in. Come on. So I don't have a net today. So if I get a whopper, I guess I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Let me tell you about how it's gone so far. And I've actually been out here shooting video like I promised I would be, and now I've got customers. It's not, well, this isn't War and Peace either, you know, so. But right now it's just me and you this morning. Not worrying about customers out here. Baiting hooks and netting fish so we can talk about what's going on. Since the opener, we had really, actually just before opener, the weather was as terrible as it could be for 2 weeks. Bad every day. And once the opener came, it got pretty nice. We had a really good stretch. The first whole week was good. I fished the first 12 days, I think I fished 10 of them. Oh, here's another bite. First fish of the day. And to no surprise, it's a little sauger. But you sit out here in these spots and you catch little fish for a while, then suddenly, boom, you get a big one. And if you're lucky, you get into some keepers. And one of the nicest things that's happened since the opener is we have found those nice fish that you want to keep, 15, 16, 17, and 18 inchers, which disappear by the end of the winter every year. You figure they caught them all ice fishing, but no, they didn't. They're still around here, and we've been doing really good on those fish. Well, actually really good on everything, but you notice it if you catch 12 or 13 slots in a day and 40 little ones and come in with 3 keepers. That's something to get you thinking, all right? To the bottom, rod in the rod holder. Now you sit here and watch the tip. You can run the lake on days when there's not much wind. windy, you can stay close to shore. It's another bite already. Yeah, I'm not going to get that one. I brought only one bag of minnows, so they're just going to run out here. Now watch me burn through those really quick. Actually, where we've caught the most of those nice 16 and 17s in particular, we're on the other side of the lake. But the days that I was over there, I had buddies fishing over on this side of the lake, and they were catching pretty much the same fish. So it just happened where I was that day when the fish were biting. A lot of fish out here, and they're biting, and they're of every single size. I'm just hoping that I catch some good video fish before I run out of bait. Here's another one. There's gonna be more of the same. Well, this is a little bigger sauger. It's a 13-incher in the summertime. In the wintertime, that guy'd be in a lot of trouble. 2 in the boat, 2 saugers. 3 minnows in, and my bag of minnows has probably 25 minnows in it. All right. So I've used 10% of my minnows in the first 10 minutes. I'll show you. I've got a pink crystallized jig, 3 beads on top. I'm not claiming the beads or anything, but me proving to everyone I'm not too lazy not to put beads on, or not too lazy to put beads on. I don't know that they help, but I know that they don't hurt, so why not do it? There. Well, this was better, but maybe only a little better. So 3 saugers, every one of them is a little bit bigger than the other one. Now, this sometimes seems like a sauger hole when you get in here. You catch a lot of saugers. Well, then suddenly it changes. Some days you come out here and it's all walleye, you don't get any saugers. But most days you get saugers for a while, then you get walleyes for a while, and the walleyes move out and the saugers move back in. It's a waiting game. I'm confident in the area. I know I'm going to catch fish. You just got to hope that the right ones come by. He was biting it just when I grabbed out of the rod holder. He made one last stab. He might have took my bait. Come on. Sure enough. Ah! Guy should be thrilled at going through bait this fast. So I didn't bring the landing net, and I didn't bring enough bait. Well, maybe I did. I'm going to catch a couple of nice ones for you guys. People ask me how long I wait to set the hook when you're jigging. If I was holding onto this rod when I got the bite, I would hit him immediately. And I think maybe that's too quick a lot of times. Like everything else in fishing, it all depends. If I've got the rod and the rod holder like that, I see the bite. Well, it takes me, the count of 5 probably to get the rod out of the rod holder and get it ready to go to set a hook. So I don't think it's something you have to do immediately. A lot of time it helps if you count to 3 or count to 5, in the jig it, and just hold it. Don't let it have any slack, but just hang on to it. Let him bite. I mostly missed them this morning, but that's because they're little and they're saugers. I think the time of the day that the nicest fish have come, and not surprising to people who fish Lake of the Woods, is 9:30 to 11 or 12, and then again after 1. So, be back right away. Sure, he's back right away. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Well, it seemed real little at first. They're probably like the one I just had. Oh, bigger yet. And I'm going to save my minnow, which I need. I'll measure this guy. Yeah. 13-inch sauger. And if you haven't seen a bigger fish today, a 13-incher looks like kind of a beefy critter. It's not 20 after 8 o'clock yet. I've lost about 8 minnows. Caught 3 or 4 fish. Here, let me show you some here. A little buddy for the day. A little bait cleaner upper. He's like, well, I got 2 of them now. I say you get 1 every day. But I've got 2 this morning. I'm just getting a little bite, so I'm not going to start the camera for this one. This is a nice fish. One I can hoist, I'm sure. Come on, baby. This is it. I thought when that fish was biting, I said, well, I should start the camera, but nah. It's another little sauger, but this is going to be an 18-inch walleye for sure. I've seen enough of them this year to know that. So, ooh, look at this. I found a minnow. One that I wouldn't hardly. I'm going to feed it to my buddies back there. See, this is the fish they said wasn't here. We're getting a lot of these this spring. So it's a very good 18-inch leg of the walleye in the bucket. Now I'm halfway to my fish fry for tonight. Yes, sir. The trap is set. There. Oh, another good one. Ah. Ooh. I'll try to place this one, but I think it's in that over 20. I can't place this one. Probably never going to get this one in the open area and see it. Let's just see. Get this back here. The waver it is, the better. Well, I had that one in for a second. That was a nice 24-inch variety fish. Tried to get my hand kind of in his gill in an area that wouldn't hurt him. In the waves that'd be harder, so I just held onto the jig and picked him up. And if I'd have swung him a little faster, we'd have had that one. Only to put him back. Whoop. So I don't mind those getting off. I want another 18-incher here. There we go. Here's another good one. Gonna keep. Well, this one is an 18, but it's 17. Nice and thick and fat. It's 846. Look at that. Nice, solid, good leg of the woods keeper. All right, now it's 16-incher. But he was so fat. Had a minnow there on the floor, but I stepped on it. Well, suddenly now with 2 keepers, heck, if I get 1 more, then I won't mind running out of bait so fast. There we go. That's a good one. He is barely bit. I hope I can hoist him. I don't want to miss this one, but no, that McGee. There we go. And the minnow got flung over to my pelican, my seagull. Another 15.5-inch style walleye here. Oh yeah. Yep. this, if it's not too big, and he's getting bigger by the minute. Oh, wait, let go right there. Right there. Come on. Oh, man. Shoot, I still have my bait. That wasn't a 30-incher, but there he is going back to the bottom. If I can get down there quick enough, I'll catch that same fish again. He just hit the bottom, and I'm there now. Come on, buddy. Oh. Well, that happens quite a bit. That minnow was untouched, you know, after... Well, I'll get it back. There he is. Back again. This isn't the same fish, but... Skinny Sauger. There he is. I've got some of my minnow. I think enough of it to work. Let's just try this. The one that got off was a slot, so guess when I'm fishing by myself, I really don't mind if they get off it. Just before you can see the hook, which is down 2 or 3 feet, that's when they let go. Come on. Only a couple of minnows left. And this minnow I'm using now, I wouldn't normally use at all. Come on, buddy. Geez, that was a nice one. There definitely is an abundance of 13-inch Saugers. Oh, this is not that whopper. Oh, it was pulling a little harder. It's a walleye. About the same size as those Saugers. Two minnows left. Boy, this like is leading up to something awesome, isn't it? Look at that last minnow. That last fish. Come on, buddy. Didn't bring enough minnows, did bring a net. If everyone hadn't done that a lot, I'd feel worse about it. Oop, there he is again. $9:21, so I've been here about an hour and a half maybe. Here we go. This one's big. Trying to get under the boat. Ooh. It's a stud. Can you see that one? There you can. I'll see if I can get him in this time. I'll let him go. Nice release there. Another 24-incher. There's not much left of this minnow. Let's see if we can get it working. The curve, sakes. What's that? Spoken like a true excuse, but I don't mind those 24 inchers getting off before I get them in the net. Hey. Remember I said that the best time that in these spots is usually between 9:30 and 11, and then 1 to 3. Well, it's not even 9:30 yet. It's 9:23. Another 12-inch sauger, I'm sure. Yep. Well, I'm going to give this head to my birdie. And here is my last minnow. Bag's empty. This is the one. Doggone it. But this is about what I wanted to do anyway. Ooh, the fish there waiting for me? What is that? Kind of watching the depth finder here too. There he is. You know what? I was going to say this one's going to keep, but I don't think so anymore. Oh, he just let go there too. Man, oh man. And my bait is gone. Well, all right. That's pretty good. In an hour and a half, yeah, it's 9:25. It's been an hour and a half. I used a bag of minnows. That's 25 to 30 minnows. Had a bunch of 13-inch saugers, 12 and 13-inch saugers. 3 really good keepers, and I had 3 slots on. Been fishing by myself out here. This is what fishing is in May and June. Like I said, no matter where you go, fishing in May and June is some of the best you get of the whole year. But on Lake of the Woods, it's it's really outstanding. Got customers tomorrow. I'm going to take 6 or 7 bags of minnows along just so we can for sure fish the morning. And a windy day like this, it's awesome. But it's mostly May and June. May and June. Don't let that time get by you. From Lake of the Woods, I'm Kurt Quinnell. Thanks for coming along this morning. One of the first things I'm going to do when I get home is throw my net in the boat. All right. We'll see you out here somewhere soon on the water.
North Country Outdoors Radio.